We're up here riding. It's Sam with Backcountry Live. What's up, everyone? Up where I grew up, onto some trails. Came up here to test the battery out. Just normal riding. I'm not like riding around a track or anything, but it's on mode 3. We're gonna see how long the battery lasts. All right, so charge the battery up. We're fully charged, 100%. We're gonna ride this on mode 3 to see how long it really lasts. And so if you guys can see that, it's 3:36 p.m. They say it lasts for an hour and a half. So we're gonna try this out. I actually want to jump that. I don't know if I can get enough speed. It's always been my dream is to jump that whole thing. Do you think I could do it? Uh-huh. All right, I got sidetracked. We're playing, but oh, I don't know. I don't know. I have to commit. Whoa! That barely made it. So we're up here riding. It's Sam with Backcountry Live. What's up, everyone? From up where I grew up, onto some trails. Came up here to test the battery out. Just normal riding. I'm not like riding around a track or anything, but it's on mode 3. We're gonna see how long the battery lasts. You know, start and stops as well. Let's see if an hour and a half is actually where that happens. Woo! Thing rips, and it's always really nice to know what's around every freaking corner. So apparently you can turn around the pegs around and get more room for this free ride, which I think I need to do. I'm 5'11", so it's a bit crunch, but for the most part it's a really good, fun, balanced bike. I'm actually very pleased with it. It's quiet, like no one, I'm just burning up this road, no one will hear me. Little battery test review. So I got that tip about the pegs being able to get a little more. I think they drop like 5 millimeters. I could be wrong, but that was a tip from another YouTuber that has the XC. His name's John. I don't remember the name of his YouTube, sorry, but anyways, thanks for that information. That was good information. I did not know that. Oh, tree. Some of you guys that watch this channel, for also some of the snowboarding stuff, might recognize this trail. We spend a lot of time up here in the winter riding. Super cool. Looks like Dad's been up here on his horse. We'll go all the way to the road. So I wanted to ride this where I kind of knew where everything was, how far everything was, and just kind of stay on this trail as one So I could literally run it out of battery and then be able to get, you know, to a place where I could get back to my truck pretty easy. So here we are. You know, this is not going to be an hour-long video just because no reason for you to see it, but we're going to ride it for till the battery dies, just to see. And I would tell you the mileage, but we broke the odometer, so we got a new one of those coming. Until then, I don't really know the mileage, and I don't have a GPS, so sorry guys. Anyone who wants to donate GPS, I'm all for it. But I can give us that. All right. Oh, man, this is deeper. Kind of a little bit muddy, but woo! Couple of down trees for the winter here. Trail's been so grown in, no one ever comes over here. I will say, with this really choppy trail, man, front fork really does soak it up. That's nice. It is nice to have the brakes on the handlebars. You have to move your rear foot back when you're in the tack position and riding on the balls of your feet, kind of a deal. You know, that's something nice about this bike. You know, we've had this for a few months. We've been riding it a ton. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually pretty surprising of how fun a bike it is. We've been riding it in the dunes, we've been riding it all over the place, and man, we've really enjoyed it. Nice day. You know, they say this bike lasts like an hour or full tilt, an hour and a half. And I'm not riding full tilt, but I am riding. The cool thing about it is it may not be as good to be able to get over logs, but that's good torque to be able to climb stuff with relatively ease and not a lot of difficulty, and it doesn't die, so you don't have to worry about it. The one thing, if you got good grip, I don't think it's a bad deal, but I think if your grip's a little bit questionable with the way Mode 3 is, it's harder to get over stuff, and from like a stance point to get like up on top of this, it's harder to do it without a clutch. But I mean, it'll teach you good throttle control and prepare and use all techniques, so maybe that's not such a bad thing. Some things that I wish this bike had is I do wish it had a longer run time. You know, if they could bump that up to, you know, on Mode 3, the most powerful mode, if they could bump that up to like a 3-hour run time, that would be huge. But I know the battery technology isn't quite there yet, so that's fine. I mean, just like the bikes of old, they just aren't as good, and it just takes time for research and development and all that fun stuff. And I got a stick in my boot. Ow. But I like that it's quiet, so it's like on just rips by myself where it's not a big deal. Like, it's actually super fun. There they go. Put it down. But also, I don't know if it's just because it's the shorter wheelbase or whatever. I like that it's just small, compact, and doesn't feel as big. So like turning and stuff, it's just super nice. So I want to build a trail down this ravine. But it's a pretty long ravine, and as you can see, there are tons of logs. And so we want to put a chainsaw mount on this bad boy and use this as the perfect trail building machine. Quiet, it doesn't die. We got to get those sticks. So you can lay the bike down as well. And it doesn't spill gas or anything, and just kind of mosey around, and it will allow you to creep. Oh, I don't know if I dare hit that. Should I hit it? The Forest Service pushed a lot of the dirt into piles when we had a big fire, and they're building fire breaks. Brakes are okay, they're not great. Yeah, that's too straight up. And I have to, I mean, I don't know, I could do it right there if I dare. Like I said, you could ride this on a track and never stop for an hour and a half, but I'm riding it like you would on like a normal ride, messing about, seeing stuff, stop and go, right? I don't know, oh, I just went to do an air shift to shift up. Woo! And the thing is, this bike is really thin. It's thinner than my 2020 KTM 250 XC, which that's already a pretty thin bike, super narrow on the seat. Part of me wonders how well it would climb with, like right now there's moisture in the dirt. We gotta, you know, all of our snow's melted off, but it's still got, you know, tons of moisture and stuff, which gives it good traction and all that. Let's go down the sinkhole. We used to, as kids, ride our pedal bike down these, and one of them is actually pretty deep. I mean, it never looks like that on the GoPro, but we used to ride pedal bikes as like 9-year-old kids, and you pedal as hard as you can to get up that, but with this bad boy, it's like it's nothing. Nada. So we're gonna try to climb some of these other random hills. Looks like people have been following that line that I created years ago on my CR 250X, CR 50X. So they're starting over on this other side. But like just ripping around like this, like I actually really enjoy it. It's not loud, you know, you're not bugging anyone. Oh, they are starting right there. I used to start right here. We used to launch out of this with our quads and all that fun stuff. Oh, looks like Richard said it's on his new toy. Eee! Look at that low rider. Woo! And so Richard just picked this bad boy up, or I should say Jen. This is Jen's. Down here some more. They're cruising around. See if we can launch out of this other side. So they're crossing over here. Woo! Push the jumper quads out of that bad boy. And we'll go down this. Whoa! Hot dog! I got a new sinkhole that's coming in right here. Woo! Got some dust! Oh, I'm not gonna make the gap. Guys, that's the KTM Maverick DS Max RS RR something something. Most horsepower, 195 horsepower. I don't know if my mom's mowing this for the horses or what. So top speed on this is 55. So that's like full tilt. Somewhere up here in the community where I live, like if I could like this, it's perfect because it doesn't annoy the neighbors. Like this is a private community, and so you can ride, you know, UTVs and ATVs and dirt bikes on the road, but you also want to make sure that you're not being super obnoxious in a big thumper 4-stroke or a 2-stroke. They're just loud. Sorry for all the wind. Years ago we had this little teeny jump here. Like when I say years ago, like 20 years. See if it's still here. When I say little, I mean little, like bike length. Oh, we gotta hit that rock. Yeah, here it is. We used to play on this for hours. 4 hours jumping on that. Woo! I used to try to get enough speed to clear this whole thing. So I'm really enjoying this up here. This is fun. It's just playing around, you know. Ooh. Oh yeah, landing the bottom and the downhill instead of jumping the whole thing. Oh, on the brakes. Clear that. This is a great time to the ride because moisture in the dirt, spring, the grass isn't super tall, so you can cruise, see all the rocks and obstacles. Alright, so we're up here in what we call the water tank. See how far we can go before we hit snow. How are you guys? The hard part is I used to know everyone up here, and half of them were my cousins, but I don't know very many of them anymore. Hey! Jerk move. Do a wheelie as you go by. So we're getting snow. There's another trail up there that I want to go up. We groomed this and used to play a lot in the oh, snow. Let's see how it does. It's slippery. You can tell it's ice. I just need a little bit of a bite. There we go. We got past it. See if we get some snow up here. So this is actually a pretty bumpy road, and this has big jagged rocks, and this sucker just handles it. I actually keep slamming my front, and I'm tired. It makes me nervous because I'm normally running tubeless, so these are just a standard tube. How to put tubeless in it. The dealer that we bought it from, Solid Performance out of Pennsylvania, they claim that these are the exact same rims as they would on a normal XCW line, which means tubeless should fit. Should we try it? Comment below if we should put tubeless in the Freeride or not. Our little, whoo, now we're getting some roots. Yeah, we don't have roots like you guys do back east, but. So here's snow. Here's the snow line. We see how far we can get before we get stuck. Yeah, we got through that. It gets a lot steeper up here, so even if I get through that big sucker, goes straight up. Flip around, see if we can do pivot turn. Look at that good black loamy dirt. Oh. Oh. Snow. Oh. Try to see. So actually did pretty good. I was surprised. It was warm enough that it can burrow down into it and hold the line. All right, so we hit snow there. So most of the stuff, the trails are closed in the mountains still. It's end of April here in Utah, but that's to be expected. And a lot of times we won't be able to get up into the mountains until June and July, depending on the snow year and how high the trails are. So, whoa. Fun to go back and find all the little bumps and jumps that you used to hit. You know, when I lived here, I'd ride a bike on this, or we used to have ATVs and ride the ATV on this, but never would have guessed electric bike. So we got to go up this other trail before I run out of battery. So Easy turns, easy turns. Did I see snow right here? We used to jump up this as a kid. Remnants of old rail slides right there. Looks like there's been people riding ATVs up this, so my guess is we'll have a path cut for us, and it kind of just stays along this. It doesn't go as up high as that other trail does. These are the avalanches. One corner of the, you know, we've seen bears on this corner. There's, I don't know, a bunch of berries and stuff that they eat. Wow, they really cleared this out since the fire. Forest Service. Jump down that. With this kind of speed, you could really sneak up on someone. Sneak up on some wild game. We were riding in the KTM and we were seeing some turkeys, but not quite ready for the deer. So we built this ginormous fort as kids up here. It's since collapsed because of snow. Come up here and watch scary movies and the generator would die and scare us all to death. This is the remnants of the fort that we built. And we also dug a jump here for ATVs. But as you can see, with all the trees and the roots, really didn't get a lot of dirt out of that. But there used to be a log across this, but someone cut it out. Stand up more. I caught sitting down, lazy. All right, it's 4:16. We got up and under a half. Let's see if we even get an hour out of it. Now, keep in mind, I was riding full throttle up and down the road. That happens, it's good to know. And I have stopped a little bit here and there. So we're gonna really get a realistic view of what this can do as far as the battery's concerned. You know what's funny is when I say the power is like power of a CR250X, the funny thing is because it's so light and nimble and playful that it feels like it's got some really good, ow, a brush whip, ow, whip me good. It feels like super fun and good power to weight ratio type feeling. I don't feel like it's a big heavy hunk of metal. It feels really light and nimble. So I got one more place I gotta go try out. So we're gonna shut the battery down, and I'm actually going to, now I'm on cheap, but normally on downhill I'd switch it to 1 and just let it rejuvenate itself. Because that's normally probably what you would do if you were on a big long mile, you know, a couple miles downhill. Just let for engine motor braking, I guess. Hi, Kathy. One of my cousins. I know you guys are probably thinking, where in the crap does this dude live? Paradise, dude. I don't live in here anymore, my parents do, but all right, we're back on some dirt. Loose rocks. Let's see how this trials tire does. It wants to just kind of search for oh man, I wish I lived up here again. Ride every day like I used to. Yeah, this tire is literally just searching for anything and everything when it's rocky. Not really its forte with loose rocks. So the front tire actually doesn't make me feel unconfident on this kind of stuff, so that's good, but the rear tire really is just kind of darting around. I mean, it's still really good grit because it goes for actual traction in these kinds of scenarios, but we got a little poaching to do here. If I can get down off of this without hitting that. Probably trees fell across here. Right, our UTV's up this sucker. Be good practice. There's actually a humongous rock slide up here. So like a position like this, I wish I had a clutch. Oh, it looks like someone's been dirt biking. Let's sit down for this little section. So here's the beginning of that rock section. There's a tree of flip around. Nice. So if I had a clutch to modulate the power a bit, I actually think this would be excellent as a technical hard enduro bike with the short wheelbase, lower seat height, the ability just to crawl without killing the bike. That's pretty sweet. Alright, so gotta pick right line here. Like right here where also just slip. So like I said, guys, this is a like you would a normal ride. There will be some slow stuff, some fast stuff, start and stop, just to see how much time you really get it. You know, different throttle stuff. Sometimes you're cruising, sometimes you're on the gas. Really just kind of see what it feels like in a real world type application. Slow wheelies, but weird with no clutch. So like we saw some turkeys up here. I wonder if I'll see them again. Of course, I'm going kind of fast, not really paying attention. Yeah. Flip around. I mean, I know, guys, there's no single track up here, really. I apologize for that. Hopefully this summer, maybe I'll get a couple little things built, but a lot of this property is owned by the canyon, so we want people to live up here, so we want to respect it and stay on the roads. But we do own some property up here that we could possibly talk my dad into letting me build a little bit of a single track down the ravine or something. So front end wanted to, tire kind of wanted to roll a bit there. Alright, we're going to conserve some battery life. It's 4:33, so we've got an hour. Are we going to get the extra 30 minutes that they claim? Let's see. That is a freaking sweet velvet. Only ridden a horse up. climbs decently up this stuff as long as you have a little bit of a runway. Oh, careful with that. That was poked a hole in my tube. I don't know, guys, should I have done switch it to number 1 for the regenerative braking and all that fun stuff? Looks like we got some random person here doing who knows what. We'll turn around and give him some peace. It's a cool view up here. Scrub oak is freaking gnarly though. The wax does no flexibility. Beats the hell out of you. Let's see how good these brakes are. Anyways, yeah, so I don't know. Should I have done the regenerative braking in the test just to see if it made any noticeable difference? I don't know. Comment below if you think I should do another test, but then when I'm going downhill like this, switch it over to 1. I just want to kind of see how long it lasts without doing that. I guess I'll have to do another test. Dang. So it's not blinking yet, so it's not completely dead. Once it starts blinking, I think it's down to 10%. We can look here. I don't remember off the top of my head. So red is 20 to 10%, flashing red is 10% left. So let's burn. Yeah. Man, so this close to home bike, this is such a rad freaking bike. I've been really enjoying this, to be honest with you, because I don't feel bad, you know, trying to be a decent human being. That my, you know, my 2-stroke is super loud and obnoxious. We're down to 10 to 20%. Once it starts flashing red, means we're going to be down to 10%. And it's 4:40. So technically, we're doing all right. Now I gotta go ride up the canyon so I can coast back down. Alright, so we have some log crossings I'm going to hit just to try. That was alright. Pretty decent, even though no clutch. I mean, I know these aren't big logs, but does well. That's okay. So I think hitting logs in rhythm would not be bad thing. We're on the last leg. It's not flashing yet. Ooh. I went for my rear brake versus my on the rear brake pedal down on by the peg versus up on handlebars. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the camera, which was a mistake. I almost overshot a corner. Alright, now we're getting on the gas to see how much. Because they're saying that basically if you're ripping around a motocross track, it'll last an hour and a half at good clip. We're past that. We're just normal rating speed. Some of them, like right here, guys, I'm full tilt. I'm all the way down, my hand all the way pinned. Still got juice in her. That sounds bad. Still's got battery. Dare go up this, down that. Start blinking. So I wonder if I should take this bike on Satan's Crack. It's a really gnarly, for those who don't know, it's a really gnarly section that my buddy Tyler rides a lot. If you think I should do that, try it. Comment in the comments below and tell me yes to Satan's Crack. I don't know if I can do it or the bike, but I have to recruit someone to help me out if I get in trouble. Alright, so let's get up on top and see if it's blinking. Blinking, we got 10% left. So it's 4:53. So we started at 3:36. Ooh. Ooh. Now we're going downhill and it's still on 3, guys. I have not put it on 1 to do any regenerative braking, and I think normally if we weren't doing this test, and we're going to do another test to see if it makes a difference, I actually would put it on 1 going down like downhills like this, just to see if we can get a little extra life out of the battery. You never know, an extra 10 minutes might be able to get some out of that, but I don't know. That might be a stretch because that's a lot of power. Not blinking yet. So I think when it starts to get down to like here in the lower bits of the battery, I think it starts to kind of throttle the power back. But I don't know that for sure. I tried to go up a hill, it just kind of didn't really feel like I had enough power, and usually we'll just wheel spin versus not having enough power. So that would be my guess. But like here it feels like still got power. I don't know. Might be on my head, but it does feel like it's throttled back. Alright guys, so that means it's less than 10% battery life. We're going to run it all the way out. It's 5:06. Now, granted, keep in mind, guys, I rode this like I normally do. There's some stops. I had to make a battery change on my GoPro, but the power definitely is throttled back. Like, that's full throttle right there, guys. And slowly climbed. But it's like riding on one mode. Like, I think it's like less than half power or something like that. Anyway. So definitely the battery will go an hour and a half. We started at 3:36, 5:06. So we'll see how long it takes for me to run this battery out. And remember, guys, like, I did not run it on the downhills for the regenerative battery charging or anything like that. I literally just rode it just to do a test, because I just wanted to see. And I apologize, normally I tell you how to do the mileage as well, how far I went. It's still kind of hearsay a little bit. I mean, I guess the rear tire, I mean, I spin the rear tire a bunch, screwing around in the snow and stuff, but oh, like, it's dying, guys, right here. This is it. Feel that? See that? So it's creeping. We'll see how far it gets me, but yeah. Anyways, I apologize. Normally I do the mileage, but we broke the odometer display and I can't see anything, so like I said earlier, we got a new one of those on the way. But this is a good estimate of how you'd ride. I rode, you know, full tilt for a while, you know, slow, spun the tire, and that's it. I got nothing else. See, it won't even go. I can hear, like, when I push it, like, the sound changes. So it won't go uphill, so let's go downhill. So it pushes me downhill still. That's the hard part, because it's still pushing me down. So I've got power here, like, that's going fast. I think I could jump that, maybe put out some of the scrub. Yeehaw! So yeah, I mean, it's still acting like it's got power because it goes downhill. Allows me to get going a little bit faster than normal. But the battery's still blinking like it's got power, but you can see going up a hill, it didn't have enough to do anything. Maybe down on the flats here we'll be able to ride it back and forth. I don't know, guys, would you like me to do how long it lasts on the first and second setting as well? Let me know in the comments below. Say yes for the first and the second. But that's pretty much all she wrote. 510. So if we go up the hill, I can get momentum. There it goes. See, it's still not dead. Still going. Hey, dude. Let's see if we can go up the steeper hill. Nope. They're beeping it. It means it's dead. Alright, guys. That's it. So, it is 5:12. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Come in here. $5.12. Now I gotta push it in the back of the truck with no power. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Like always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also like and share this video. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Were you surprised by this number? Anyway, stay tuned for more good info. See ya.